Hey everyone, this is Chap from Chap and Hennigan podcast, and I'm here doing my first ever YouTube video, and this is Chap's Movie Roasts. This is going to be the first in an ongoing series. Hopefully it takes off, and besides that, hopefully it takes off, and let's talk about the movie for today. The movie that I have for you guys today. Alright, the film that I have chosen today is Friday the 13th, Part 3, because this movie is just amazing. It is just one of the best things that I've ever seen, and I mean that in the most sarcastic way possible, because this movie is a pile of shit. It is an enormous pile of shit that needs to be seen. You know, it's an important piece of shit because it introduced something that is legendary in the Friday the 13th franchise, which is the hockey mask, Jason's iconic hockey mask. But other than that, this movie doesn't do a goddamn thing. It doesn't introduce anything that we haven't seen before. It doesn't provide anything new. It's just the same rehash. This is when Friday the 13th started going into their same, cycle that we've seen for years and years and that they're never going to get out of. Let's get into it. Let's get into the shit fest. The absolute shit fest that is Friday the 13th Part 3. Let's rip this movie apart. Let's give it a good roast. Now, our movie starts off at the end of Part 2, where we can see Ginny still running away from Jason. I kind of like the idea, making the start immediately where the last movie played off, all the possibilities you could go with that. But of course, this movie doesn't do any of that. Ginny! Did you hear that yell?
Ginny! Jenny!
Jenny!
Jenny! Jenny!
Jenny!
Jenny!
Jenny! Jenny! Jenny! That's good enough. That's good enough Ginnies. Who thought that was a good idea? I mean, really. Who thought it was a good idea to have porno music at the beginning of Friday the 13th Part 3? Well, you know what sounds good? What? Porno music in front of a horror movie. Well, that makes perfect fucking sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. Something else about this movie that you'll learn. No one knows how to make likable characters. Half of these characters are complete and total shit.
God damn it, Harold!
What the fuck did he do to deserve that shit? He knocked over one goddamn pole. Harold's wife is such an unlikable shrew. And then we get the obligatory 3D shot. 3D! Okay, enough of that. By the way, get used to that, because that's going to happen the entire movie.
The quiet little community of
Jerk.
Crystal Lake was shocked today with reports of a grisly mass murder scene.
Now, if you weren't paying attention, it was made very clear just now. This is happening the day after Part 2. So Part 3 and Part 2 are a day after. Day apart. That's it. Notice how big Jason is in this shot compared to how he looked earlier. Look at these two shots. What the fuck happened? If he was just 6 foot a second ago, you can't make him 6'3" the next day. It doesn't make any sense. It's noticeable. That's noticeable. Especially if you're doing a Friday the 13th marathon. You watch Part 2 and you watch this, you're like, holy shit. Not only that, they couldn't refilm the scene earlier in Part 2. If they're going to include the scene from Part 2, then get the same actor to play Jason. The actor from the previous movie was only 6 feet tall. The actor in this movie is 6'3". Oh, Chap, 6'3". It's 3 inches. What's the difference? It makes a fucking difference. If you didn't just see, it made a difference. Enough for me to notice it. That's all I've got to say. Now, this is something I'm going to commend the movie for. I love the way they make you think someone got killed off screen, but someone didn't. For example, with Harold, when he was out there with the laundry where Jason was, I assumed watching this movie that he had killed him off screen and that we were going to see him later as just a body. But lo and behold, the movie didn't do that. And I'm going to give the movie points because it didn't do that.
Hey! Come
Aww.
Catches in here.
Bunny. Oh man, I really hope Jason doesn't kill that poor bunny. That would really suck.
Didn't I feed you enough for supper?
And she comes back just to be a bitch again.
Do something like this.
3D! Another obligatory 3D scare! Wow! No! No! I get it, it's a product of the times, but just, Was that an integral part of the script? Was someone sitting there going, we need to include Harold taking a shit? There needs to be a scene of Harold taking a shit. If there is no scene of Harold taking a fucking shit, I'm gonna lose my shit. And now the movie fades to white and we get the 3D! The best part of this movie. Oh my god. No! It's not the best part of this movie. Now we get introduced to the stereotypical asshole teenagers in all these movies. We're introduced to Shelly, the prankster asshole of the group. Honestly, who brought this kid along? I know, what's his name? Andy brings him along because he's his dweeb friend. He's his friend who's just, I guess, a nerd, and he's super self-conscious about his weight and his appearance, and he's constantly talking bad about himself and needing somebody to cheer him back up. Why the fuck would you bring this guy? Yeah, that's sad, but everything else he does is irredeemable. He's constantly pranking people, constantly fucking with people, constantly trying to scare people to make himself feel better. And whenever anybody calls him on his shit,
would you be yourself if you look like this?
he's like, oh, well, I'm so ugly, and what would you do if you were this ugly? And what if you look like this? I wouldn't act like a total prick. Or at least not like that kind of prick.
Hi, Mrs. Sanchez. I'm Chris. We've come to pick up Vera.
She is not going.
What are they saying?
I don't know. I spoke Spanish.
Hi, everybody.
Bullshit. This is what really would happen. What a disrespectful little brat. Your mom just said you couldn't go. Respect your mother. What is he still doing wearing that mask? Is it just me or does Shelly look like a Kmart version of Louis Stevens?
Sorry.
Hey, the van's on fire!
Oh no, what could that fire be? Oh, it's the stoners. Ha!
Hey, let's share the wealth with those less fortunate up front here, huh? Yeah.
What do you got in there?
My whole world.
And that little thing?
Stick around. You'll see.
You don't find out. You don't. You never find out what's in the stupid fucking box. All I'm assuming is just all his shit, all his prank toys and bullshit in there, but you never truly find out what's in his box. By the way, if I was on a double date with someone who had a mystery box, who they wouldn't let me see into, and then I would have to stick around before I could see what's inside, I already wouldn't trust him. Adding the fact that he just showed up in a clear, in an Alice Sweet Alice mask with a plastic knife. No, fuck that dude. I'm out at that point. No way.
It's the cops.
Oh my god.
What?
They're catching us hard.
Oh, what are we gonna do? The cops are gonna get us. We're going to jail.
I'm driving.
No way. We're pregnant, remember? Faster. Faster.
Let's go.
We're owned. Uncle Shelly, come on. I'm allergic to pot.
They're too close. I got
Hey, hurry up.
Ha! Oh, see? That's funny. But you know why it's funny? Because I'm laughing at you, not with you. I hate all these characters. All the characters. They're terrible.
Is someone here? Rick.
Whoa, step away from the girl, Rick. You are clearly in your mid-30s. What is with this movie casting men in their mid-30s to play teenagers? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He looks like the dad from Seventh Heaven. Oh.
Wasn't this store closed a few minutes ago?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Why does that scare you? I mean, she's in a group with 7 other people. She doesn't think that maybe someone came back into the van to open the door. I mean, why does this immediately scare the shit out of her? It makes no sense. It's just because plot.
Chris.
It's my bag.
Fuck you.
You realize, of course, that I gave up an opportunity to spend the weekend with Mary Jo Conrad for this.
Everyone in this movie is unlikable. Are you kidding me? Who wrote this film? Who wrote the dialogue in this movie? What made you think that was an okay thing to say? First with the mom at the door, and now with Rick telling his girl that he could have been hanging out with some other chick? Are you kidding me? This guy's an asshole.
Oh my.
Get up. I guess I fooled you, huh?
That's for you, Shelly.
Hey! Hey! Let me go with you. I gotta get out of here, too.
I need some money.
So now we're introduced to people who are even more likable than our unlikable leads. We're introduced to the asshole hillbillies of the town. Starring Bizarro Hillary Banks and her crew of goons. Starring Discount Ralph Fiennes and a crossbreed between Dave Chappelle and the partner from Samurai Cop. Get out of there!
Oh, shit.
You son of a bitch! You ain't come back here, you bastard! You ain't getting away with this! God damn it! I'm gonna get you!
Now the thugs are back for their revenge. What the fuck was that? Woof? Who thought of that? What? Why? Was the director just standing there going, all right, now I want you to get their attention naturally. Whatever you feel is natural, just approach the van and naturally call out to them however way you feel is best. Cut! That's a shot.
Maybe we shouldn't do this, Ali.
So you suddenly care now?
Don't we?
Nobody's gonna get hurt, okay, baby?
You're lighting the barn on fire. Of course.
Woo! This feels good!
Ali is gonna be pissed he sees you screwing around. Now, come on. We got shit to do.
Not knowing that Jason is obviously there the entire time. And we get the old wolf thug coming in there looking for her.
You're dead now. Fox.
I don't know why, but it reminds me of the Grinch every time he slinks off that ladder.
Schlank.
thug coming in there getting pissed, trying to find them. Watch this fight. Look how Jason ninja dodges the swing, and then out of nowhere comes and judo chops him in the neck. I mean, he's just not even hitting him. He's not even trying. You don't see him? You don't see him? No, nothing? Okay, good thinking. Oh man! Oh my god, I'm so tired of this movie. If they just keep juggling this shit around, I'm going to lose it.
Fuck you, movie.
You give up?
You out of your mind?
Ugh! What a creeper. What an irredeemable, unlikable little slime ball. Why are we supposed to root for this character?
I guess that leaves you and me. Sort of.
Yep. You really are very good at that.
It's not. Vera, you and I have gotten to know each other a little today, you know, and I like you. I like you a lot.
I don't think so.
I don't feel bad for you at all. Now bear with me, guys. Wouldn't it be better if we found out at the end of the movie that Shelly this entire time had been killing people off earlier so they could just be him and Vera? But the moment that Vera turned him down, he snaps and he just starts killing all his friends and everybody. He just starts going on a murderous fucking rampage. And he's just this fucking murder machine. But no! We get this.
Check it out! It had been raining and the woods were cold and wet, but I found a dry spot under an old oak tree. I guess I fell asleep. All I can remember next is being startled out of sleep by the sound of footsteps. I was sure it was Dad, so I just sat up and I listened for him. I turned around, and standing there was this hideous-looking man. He was so grotesque, he was almost inhuman.
I would never come back here if I had run into that. Never in my life would I come back here. You couldn't pay me enough money. There's no way. Why would you ever go back? And how are they going to explain this?
When I woke up, I was in my own bed. My parents have never said a word about it. They act as if the whole thing never happened.
Lazy writing. You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like the writer couldn't think of a reason. Ta-da! Jason's mask. Where did you get it from? Shelly.
A beautiful girl like you should never go out in the dark alone.
Damn it, Shelly! Why do you do these stupid things?
I just want you to like me.
I just want you to like me. Oh, no! What makes you think anybody's gonna like you when you act like a total fucking dick all the time? You're just an immature little snot. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
You guys doing something I shouldn't see?
You just don't stop. I can't anymore. She still has his wallet? Yeah! Jason in the hockey mask. Fuck shit up. Fuck shit up. Fuck shit up.
Do you want a beer or not?
Sure.
All right, be right back.
Okay.
Are you still out there?
So after Andy gets chopped in half like Swiss cheese, Jason decides to hide him in the rafters of the bedroom. Yet there's no blood anywhere. There's no blood in the hallway. There's no blood tracking to the bedroom. There's no blood on the hammock. Not until old girlie over here decides to lay down and casually look up. And oh, what's up there? Oh, it's my friend. Ah!
Here, go down the cellar and check the fuse box.
Why are you barefoot? It was like the director was like, now stay in character. You're a hippie. So take those goddamn shoes off and get in that basement. Action!
That's better.
Well, at least you got the outside lights working.
We don't care.
Nice makeup job. Stop fooling around, man.
Fuck that guy. But you know what more? Fuck you, movie. Do you know why? Because you made me have to really hate Shelly. All for that? You made Shelly this boy who cried wolf character, all so that I don't even get to see him get his throat slit, so that he shows up and he's just like, oh, my throat slit, and no one believes him. Naturally, yes, makes sense. It's poetic. It works. But you made me really hate this guy, movie. If that was your mission, then you did a damn good job. But the payoff of that kill was not enough. I feel like I've been robbed.
Seems awfully quiet. It's hard to believe the wild bunch is already in bed.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go outside and take a look around.
Is everything all right?
You couldn't just kick out a leg? You're right there. You make a noise. I mean, I get you have a mouth on you, but you could still... You could still kind of hear me, right? Like, do something. No problem with that at all? Well, that's considerate. At least he started the laundry. So now we get the big climax between our heroine Chris and Jason. And hilarity ensues. So Jason Voorhees, who can walk through fire and take bullets, is taken down by books. You just don't care, do you? Ew. Friday the 13th, brought to you by Looney Tunes. So Chris gets Jason all tangled up and hangs him off the barn. Proud of you for holding off on the jump scare. Ah.
What?
This guy somehow didn't die earlier. And we approach the end of this shit fest. Oh wait, nope, it's not over. Hey, you guys! Jesus. So that's it, everybody. That's my review of Friday the 13th Part 3. It was a pile of shit, but we got through it. Thank you so much for watching Chap's first movie roast, and we're going to be doing this once a week. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, so that we can keep going, so we can keep doing this. Let us know what you think, and we'll be back next week. Thanks, guys.